Greetings! We have just returned from what could potentially be the last film and starring role starring a legend of Hollywood, Clint Eastwood. And what is it called, young Chaz?
Cry Macho.
Cry Macho!
It's got the name of the chicken in it.
Well, we'll get to all that, so let's go and see what it's all about, the chicken and everything. Yeah, this could be like Clint's last... He's looking guy old, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Looks like, I'd imagine, Mr. Burns. The real life Mr. Burns looks like
It was a bit
The Simpsons.
croaky.
Aye, a bit croaky, but he's still got the magic. See when he was on the horse and all that, just, that's the boy, you know, Clint, the man with no name. You'll know the one, I've grew up with all the films on the telly.
Is that the guy that was the good, the bad and the ugly?
Certainly was. He was the man with no name, the fastest gunslinger in the West.
What was the one? I forgot. I watched this one with you. It was like about this one where there was this guy it was like two different families, and there was this one that he got abandoned somewhere in a cave, made armour for his chest, and then this guy aims for the chest.
Yeah, is that a few dollars more? It's the one he says, aim for the heart, Tuco, aim for the heart. I've tried to bring Chaz up in the ways of the Clint Eastwood, the taciturn killer, the man with no name, Dirty Harry as well. But when you see him now, he's quite frail. It's like when you see the Queen walking about and you're wondering, give her a wee break, eh? She deserves a holiday. Making her go to all these things, she's walking about, she looks like, you know what I mean, she's getting on a bit. Yeah. Just give her a wee rest. That's what I felt about Clint, but obviously he's the boss, so he's doing it because he loves it.
Who produced it?
It'll probably be him. So he directs the films now and that. He's directed tons of films now.
Isn't he like a full... He's in the history books.
He must be. I would say he deserves to be in the history books. No like Chuck Norris, who was a one-trick pony. Clint was definitely, I think, well, I'm talking about him as if he's dead, but he's still going strong. He even japs a guy in the face in this one, like, oof-cha, didn't he, that kind of cartel guy?
Yeah.
Oof-cha! Clint, God damn it, you're like that, so he gives him a good one. It's just about Clint helps his old pal for the rodeo days. His son's down in Mexico, and Clint's basically to go back. He's an old rodeo star, and he goes down to try and get the boy back. And
they make a friendship along the
way, as we knew they must. But the boy brings a chicken with him, doesn't he? Macho, a cockfighter. And he does the cockfighting. We never see Macho fight because that would be too nasty to put on the screen. But
it's really bad.
And Macho proves important in the plot. Quite an important character throughout the film. But I'll not spoil any of this stuff. Yeah. But it was quite slow, wasn't it, Chaz? To start with, we were worried that it was going to be boring, but it's like Clint. It's a wee bit doddering now. Takes a while to get going, but it's the story. He's always been a great storyteller, Clint. I always mind the outlaw Josie Wales. I need to show you that one, Chaz. Yeah. There's a bit in it where the old chief of the tribe, he goes, "Did you surrender to the army?" And the guy goes, "No, I no surrender. They got my horse. He surrendered. He's now pulling a plough," and all that. So I love things like that. And I'll show you there's tons of Clint Eastwood ones. There's the ones he done with the monkey, the orangutan. He was like a trucker who did bare knuckle fighting. The Any Which Way You Can, Every Which Way But Loose and all that. You know that, the monkey one?
Of one.
Right turn, Clyde. It's all about punching, isn't it? I don't know if you can see the Dirty Harrys yet, but they're good as well. Dirty Harry, he always had a catchphrase when he shot somebody.
It's like, that's a thing old movies actually had.
You had to have a catchphrase.
The only way to get access to kill someone is if you had a catchphrase.
If you killed somebody in the 80s, you better have a bloody good catchphrase after you did it.
Let's do an example.
Okay, you do. I'll do the famous one that I like the best.
You do Clint and I'll do Arnold.
Well, Clint was always, go ahead, make my day. And what was the other ones he used to say? Did he fire 6 shots or only 5? I know that. What was your one?
I
You don't need to do the voice.
I let him go.
Oh, the classic one where the lass is Ray Don Chong, Tommy Chong's daughter, in what was that? Commando. She's no there, and anyway, he's trying to get information for this guy holding him over a cliff, and he drops him down the cliff. You could do that in the 80s. And then he comes back and he goes, where? She goes, where did he go? Where is he or whatever? And he goes, I let him go. Just evil stuff that has no place in today's society. But no, this film is great. I would say go and see it if you've got a spare couple of hours, because it takes a while to get there. But there's really nice bits when they meet the family in the wee village and that, and all the way through it, I feel that Clint's awfully old in it. I felt like that when I watched The Mule. I felt he was kind of old, but he's even older in this. But he still looks good in the saddle. Okay, that's us back. And I'm going to give, because it was quite slow, but I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. That's my fallback for Mark's New. Never give a 5, always give a 4. 3 of it's dodgy, but 4 because I really enjoyed this film. And Clint's still got the magic as a storyteller. And the wee boy in it's quite good as well. We should have talked about him a bit. And the rooster's good in it as well. What are you giving it, Chaz?
I'm going to give it probably a ditto.
Ditto again. A 4 again, so that's
Ditto.
8 out of 10 for Cry Macho. Go and see it, because I don't think it'll be in the picks for long, as all these blockbusters, Ghostbusters and all that come out. So go and see Cry Macho.
Hello, Cry Macho!